Hey everybody, Marion the Barbarian here. We got a great shave for you today. It's almost unobtainium shave. The reason I say it's almost unobtainium is Lost Fort from Talbot and Talbot Shaving, Maol Grooming. Talbot closed their doors. They are done, I would say, within the year from this video. In the last year, they would have closed up shop. Lost Fort, man. Awesome scent. It's one of those, get the splash. Get it while you can. There's a lot of Talbot and Maol Grooming at like Pasteurs and West Coast still. So I'll put up the base ingredients for while you can still get it. We'll put up the scent notes as well. Now, Talbot's really cool. They've got like, oh, we're going to do a scent around this place and what it was like when we were a kid. And this is called Lost Fort. It's kind of like a tree house, a fort as a kid. It's damp, dank smelling a little, like maybe there's some birch or something. I'm not really sure like what the scent notes are. I put them up. Didn't want to look into it. But it smells amazing. For that nostalgia purpose. It's not like, hey, I'm going to put this on and I'm going to go pick me a lady up. No. I wouldn't say it's a summer scent because it is woody. Like, I don't know why I want to say birch, but I'm sure birch isn't in there. Damp earthness, like, you know, dead leaves in the dirty ground. When I know you're not around. Can y'all name that song? But, anyways, we are using the Yates women's razor. This is the head of like the 921M. This one is just branded as the women's razor, sent to me from Kim Gray. But this scent is a lot like as a kid playing around in a fort out in the woods or just out in the woods. Great fall scent. And if you're not going out, it's a great scent. You'll see where I nicked right up here. I did a head shave tonight in the shower. And we just until we got it super smooth. That's what we were going for. But scent's great for that, nostalgia purposes. If you're interested, I recommend picking it up. I will link this set below. But I think there's things like Franken Lime, which I think is frankincense and lime. I think I saw Cades Cove at one of the places. So like I said, look up Pasteurs. Look up West Coast Shaving and they've got it available. Jason at the Razor Company doesn't. When things aren't selling as quick as they should, I don't know. I don't know how he decides to put things on clearance. But Talbot stuff made it to clearance a little while ago. There was a tub of this left. And if I didn't say so, this was sent to me by a viewer, friend of the channel, friend, acquaintance, whatever you want to say. I've had actually a few packages lately. I didn't do unboxings of them because the people that sent them said, please do not give me a shout out. I just got this scent, like for this one, and it wasn't really for me, and you know, I don't know, pretty much he just said he thought of me when he had this soap. And he is right. I like Talbot, I like Maol, and these like earthy, deciduous, fall time scents, like smells like the time of year. Not that it's like appealing for that time of year. Does that make sense? It smells like the autumn. It smells like the leaves falling. I had to puff out there for sure. Messages coming through left and right. We're going slow on this one. When I tend to go fast, it bites a little. It is a heavy razor. I generally don't use heavy razors. I think my heaviest razor right now might be my Christopher Bradley or my Rockwell 6S. I tend to go aluminum. When the wallet can afford titanium. Titanium does seem to be that sweet spot. Yes, Lee, we are going for a third and final pass. It's going to be more buffing in this area. I'm going to add a little bit of water. It did have a little soap still left mounded up in the bottom because I didn't have to incorporate all of it. I scooped way more than I needed to. It's a harder soap because this, anything you would get from Talbot you buy right now would be a harder crope, much harder crope. And it's because it's been curing for a year. Y'all still here? Trying to make sure we get it nice and close today. That's against the grain right there for me. Okay. You can still hear it. Good residual slickness. I'm gonna miss Talbot. They had a few releases towards the end that were retreads, and by retreads I mean they came out with the scent before. And scent strength on the tub was rather lacking. Just don't want to feeling every which direction here, and it feels smooth. Right there. I go in different directions so I can feel. We're not going to do that. My neck does not like that move. I know it doesn't. I don't know why I even attempted to do it. Alright guys, y'all know the drill. Rinse up. We'll be right back. Alright everybody, we're back. Everything's feeling good. That is a mighty smooth, fine feeling shave. We did use the TDR, which is now Chisel and Hound. If you're new to the community, that's what the TDR logo used to look like. That Darn Rob, I believe, was a company name he had before, his brush company, and he just ended up using it. It's not the name he wanted to go with his brush company, so he chose to rebrand it Chisel and Hound at some point. People thought it was stupid. People hated the new coin, hated the new logo. Now people don't say anything about it. They don't care. People don't like change. That's all it is. Talbot Lost Fort. If you want something that's woodsy, earthy, kind of feels like you're out in the woods, and you'd like to shave with that and just put it on one day and be like, and not have to go outside, this is the soap for you. We whipped it up in the Captain's Choice, did a lovely job in there. I did take the blades apart. I'm going to dry them off, and because it was third use blade that was in there. And it was time to move on. We're going to use the splash. Splash is a lot more intense than the soap, as with almost any splasher soap. A little bit more. There's a lot in there, but there's good reason. I did just shave the dome. So we want to get the dome good, face good. I did put a little on the dome, but it didn't make it to all the areas of the dome. Oh, man. All I can say is it's really like a woodsy, earthy, kind of a lumber bit of a scent. I'd say sweetness, but not sweetness. Like it's, I don't know how to put it. Just if you want to smell like fall time, deciduous forest walking through at like 60-something degree temperature, middle of the day, kind of overcast. That's the feeling I get from that scent. I do like it. All right, guys, I will link it below to whoever has the soap and the splash. As for the other Talbot, it's like a little Easter egg hunt, because if you're new to the hobby, you're like, ooh, let me find this unobtainium I can still get my hands on, rather, for the price that you can, because once it's all fully gone, people are going to be charging you 3 times the amount. So you can get some soon-to-be unobtainium because the artisan has shut down the business for retail price. And all you got to do is go and look for it, and you can be like, hey, I got this stuff that was out before I started the hobby. That was cool to me. But all right, guys, if you enjoyed it, thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. Please comment below, and please subscribe. Subscribing helps the algorithm, helps the channel, and I would just appreciate it. All right, guys, I will catch you tomorrow.